never look back. Hey, see this that championship music right here. That game 7, 3 seconds left on the clock. Are you gonna take it? Don't lose your focus. Yeah,
focus, you gotta focus. Else you're hopeless. What you choose, win or lose, you know the rules.
Never give up, just keep your head up. Despite the pressure, it's gonna get better. You gotta get it, it's now or never.
Focus, you gotta focus. Else you're hopeless. What you choose, win or lose, you know the rules.
Never give up, just keep your head up. Despite the pressure, it's gonna get better. You gotta get it, it's now or never. I'm like Brady in his prime. Houston 95 against all odds. I promise I will rise. I got that Jordan driving will to win. Cause from deep within, boy, I get it in. From the start to the very end, me and it to win. Switch it up, it's 2 minutes left. Gotta get the touch. I'm like Tebow when it comes to clutch. You can count on me, 4th and goal, and I'm gonna score. That's the Super Bowl, I'll get that ring. Had to catch my dream, did it with my team. Feel like Poppy bottom of the ninth on our second out. Up the back, and the base is loaded, and we down by 3. Home run on the second strike. Tried to throw.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a late night episode of That's Debatable. This is the 10th episode, so we coming to you a little bit bigger. 9 o'clock edition, as stated before. I'm Will Ward alongside Jeremiah Bays.
Yes, sir.
My man, Ryan Dietrich.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is the late night edition. Try and make it a quick hour for you. Jam packed.
Yeah, we gonna try to make it quick, man. Facebook was down yesterday, and I'm putting on my CarMax here. I mean, can't be having chopped lips live on TV, live on Facebook, live on anything. You feel me? So yeah, man. Facebook was down. Facebook, Instagram, all that stuff was down yesterday. Made it kind of difficult to do a show. We could have pre-recorded it. We chose not to because we wanted to do it live for the people. Now, we thought we was going to be able to get in here a little bit early today, but it turns out that we also got a wrestling show that's also on this network. Anybody got the name of it? No?
To the Turnbuckle.
To the Turnbuckle. Just giving them a little plug. Now, they did it. They got a 5 to 8 slot. I didn't even know that on the Tuesday.
Live Tuesday night, so always action on the Score On Air network.
Shout out to the Turnbuckle.
For sure.
I guess they if you into wrestling and that's your thing, hey, tune in. They might talk some stuff you like. No. Or
wrestling's a big thing. It's not. It used to be my thing as a kid, but nowadays I think it's making
$billion
a comeback,
business.
dude.
It's a lot of wrestlers.
For sure.
I ain't not to start off on wrestling, but I'm just saying it's a lot of wrestlers. I'm getting sick of the wrestlers that's on TV right now. If I see another movie with John Cena going crazy, I'm gonna lose my mind, bro. Like the movie that he did in Suicide Squad, Annoyed. He did another movie with the girl. Bro, I'm sick of it. Batista's killing it though. But he's everywhere too.
Yep.
Like, he's even in the commercial, like that with Tracy Morgan, like fam.
He's in
they're everywhere.
of
And of course, The Rock.
Hey, but you just heard 2.5 hours of wrestling. Jeremiah's still excited about what he heard.
No, I'm just trying to say, like, I'm tired of them. I'm tired. Like, they're everywhere. Get the heck out of here. But no, that's not why we're here. But this also is a sports show, so even wrestling might get plugged into. But, we here for the people. All right. Ain't no high school this week for me. Sorry. Now, I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna make sure we get into that next week. You said you went to the Hartley and DeSales. No, Hartley and
it was Hartley and Centennial. Excuse me, Centennial Stars.
They smoked them.
Yeah, it was kind of a lopsided affair. Bishop Hartley came in just to get in some work. I don't think either teams have any type of records that they were trying to uphold. It was just because both teams had a bye week and felt like they can use some extra work. And Hartley came in and handled business. It's a lopsided affair. Final score was 55-14, I want to say. And next subject as far as that one.
All right.
My happenings over the weekend, I'll jump in real quick. I went and caught some local sports, the Columbus Clippers. They actually wrapped their season up with their home series against the Louisville Bats. It was kind of their end of their playoff format, which was adjusted for the year. But the Clippers did get the win, beat the Louisville Bats 2-1. We saw 2 solo home runs. Beautiful night at the park. I like Huntington Park. Nice, relaxed. It was a nice, chill Friday night. So always good to see the Clippers in the house. Got a new Clippers hat. Check that out. Bam. So new lid. We like to do lids on this show, so I'll be
Yes,
excited
sir.
for them next season. They are done for the season.
need to figure out how to
They
get
finished
Williams a
6th
deal.
out of 7th in
You know,
their
that's
division,
debatable.
so not a
That'd
good
be
season
fire.
for the Clippers. But so anyway, always a good time at Huntington Park downtown. So that
While
was
you on
my
that
weekend.
downtown,
happens.
man. And shout out to the city of Columbus. Last week we had the Blue Jackets, the Clippers, and the Crew all in one night. So if you are a fan of any one of those three sports, or if you're just a fan in general, make sure you go out down there and check out because Columbus is booming right now. So it's definitely a great time. Check out, like I said, the hockey team, the Blue Jackets, the Clippers is baseball finishing up. You got the playoffs starting up. And the Columbus Crew are in a brand new stadium down there. So right in the same area, same vicinity and walking distance. So it's definitely a good time if you're going to go down there.
I've heard nothing but good things about New Crew Stadium, too. And live soccer matches, especially around here in Columbus where the fans are nuts. I hear good things, so.
We were MLS champions a few
That's
years
right.
ago.
Indeed.
Last year.
That was last year? Mm-hmm. But that's
They are the reigning MLS champions, so go see your current champions.
Bro, they gave us hockey and soccer, man.
Hey, you got the Buckeyes.
Hey,
That's
dude.
why you can't get NFL or NBA.
Nice segue, Will. Speaking of, Buckeyes were in action over the weekend. They went to, let's see,
Went to
Rutgers. Went to Rutgers, took care of business handily. I got McCord's stats. Not McCord, C.J. Stroud. 17 for 23 for 330 yards, 5 touchdowns, so
Put up big
incredibly
numbers.
efficient.
Big yardage.
Incredibly efficient.
Did the haters hate? Did the haters hate?
They did for a week.
It's good, bro.
The haters hated for a week, but he stepped back in, took care of business. Ohio State has who coming up this weekend?
Got Maryland coming up.
Maryland, 4-1 Maryland, right?
Yeah. So it should be a tough game. I mean, but as long as they continue to do what they've been doing, I don't see why not.
Oregon
team
goes
is,
down.
Every team that plays Ohio State is going to give them their best shot to see how they can take them down.
Yep.
But
Oregon goes down and make that loss to them even sicker.
Yeah, lose to an
Fam, y'all
unranked
couldn't
Stanford
even-
team.
Y'all couldn't stay up. Y'all couldn't keep on chucking.
That's the beauty of college football. Anybody can get beat. A couple other
Did
big.
we lose to the better team, or did we just have a bad day?
just a bad day, a lot of inexperience.
Bad day at the
guys
office.
Out.
Yeah,
Sometimes maybe they're taking their opponents too lightly.
it's cool. We be quiet. We'll see them again.
Said another upset news. You have Florida falling to
Kentucky.
hey.
I watched that game.
Any given Saturday, a team can fall.
Man,
There was a couple others. Let's see. Mississippi State upset number 15 Texas A&M, 26-22. And Cincinnati gets their first road win against a top 10 team ever,
yeah,
beating Notre Dame. So Cincinnati's looking good.
And they beat them in Notre Dame.
Yep, and Notre Dame as well. So
Are they the best team in Ohio?
That's debatable. But right now, I believe
Looks like
they're the top ranked team in Ohio.
for sure.
So got to give them their props where props is due. Shout out to the Bearcats.
Absolutely. Good to see a small program on the map. So, with that, that's kind of what we got on college football for the weekend. Jerry, you want to give us a Monday night recap? A little Chargers and Raiders action?
Herbert got it done again. Kid threw 3 touchdowns, looking good, man. I'm still a little salty that Justin Herbert won Rookie of the Year over Justin Jefferson, but he was breaking records too last year, so I can't really hate on it. But both Justins did their thing, but Justin Herbert did his thing. The Raiders tried to make a little comeback. Kind of got tough at the end though, so they ain't pull it out. What was the final score? 28-14, I believe.
28-14.
Yeah, now that game was actually more hype than not, and I believe it was for the first place, if I'm not mistaken.
First place in the AFC West.
With the last place Chiefs looking up.
That's right.
You did put your cape on for the Chiefs last week and they got the dub, but it was Philly. But now Philly played them tough, try to fight it to the end, but they got too many pieces over there.
The one thing I did hear last night was it was a home game for the Chargers, but there were actually more Raiders fans in the house.
Yeah, it's just like that with Dallas, but that's like with Dallas fans travel well everywhere.
And the Rams were at home the day before, so that's pretty good turnaround for for the grounds crew, whoever takes care of that stadium.
Right, yeah.
To go from one
they
NFL
play at
game to the
SoFi
next.
Stadium also.
Home of the
but
Super Bowl.
You got to remember that Vegas once was in Oakland and in Los Angeles. So, I mean, you're going to have that black hole that's going to be able to be right there in California still. So the black hole is definitely travels well, but they wasn't loud enough last night to knock off Herbert. But it was the first 8-game win streak, or 8-game streak with 400 yards of offense was snapped by the Raiders. Justin Herbert had 240 yards in the air. So, but him and Austin Eckler was definitely looking awesome last night. Eckler is, like you said, one of the pound-for-pound strongest men in the NFL. Is definitely running that way. He had 1 touchdown on the ground and 1 in the air. So the Chargers are definitely a team to be reckoned with. And we're going to see how that AFC West shapes out because they're looking very strong. Like you said, the Chiefs are out there. You got the Raiders. You got the Chargers. And
Broncos still got to. They lost, but they got
lost of the year.
Yeah, because the Ravens is for real. My bad, Lamar. I just had to say that. People know why. But the Broncos, the Broncos is the Broncos. They're gonna fall off eventually.
So to recap the rest of the NFL stats right now, we had Cincinnati winning once again, 3-1.
Oh my
13
God!
and 4. Say no more.
Fans. Cincinnati. I'm getting sick of the Cincinnati fans.
Hey, they expect to get some light clip. Make sure you get your COVID shot.
Like, bro, man, y'all like Joe Burrow. Well, what record did y'all have to get Joe Burrow? Like, remember that? Like, come on. Did they even win a game?
Be all right, man.
Tank for Joe, wasn't it? Like,
all right, man. We talking about this season right here, right now. But that was 24-21.
Captain Saver Joe. Is that what we gonna call
against
him?
Jacksonville?
For real.
You had the Jets getting their first win against Tennessee, 27-24 in overtime.
Zach Wilson get his first dub. Man,
you know, Tennessee missed a field goal late in the game to
kickers.
Miss that one. You had KC over Philly, 42-30. Those Dallas Stars, shout out to all the Dallas Cowboys. You're looking real good. Win over Carolina, 36-28. The Giants get their first win against New Orleans, 27-21. Cleveland beats up on Minnesota, 14-7.
I had that as a loss. We should be 3-1 though.
Chicago gets a dub over the fearless Lions, 24-14. Buffalo made a big statement against Houston, 40-0.
Big statement.
40. Oh.
That defense looking real solid. 2 shutouts back-to-back weeks. Miami falls to Indianapolis, 27-17.
Trade for Deshaun.
Atlanta Falcons fall. They was up, and once again, they cannot keep that lead against the Washington football team, 34-30.
Football team. Let's go.
Seattle Seahawks get the win against the 49ers. Sorry, Ryan, about that one. 28-21. Arizona's looking very strong, remaining undefeated, 37-20 over the Rams.
Are they for real?
I believe so.
Cap or Cape? Which one? But we're going to get there later.
The Rams fall to Arizona, 37-20. Kyler Murray looking very strong in that one also. Green Bay beats up on the Squillers, 27-17.
He has to say Squillers, huh?
Baltimore gets the win against Denver, 23-7. And Tomcat and the rest of the Buccaneers go for the reunited tour to go back to New England, 19-17.
Tough game. Brady gets it done.
Great game Sunday night.
Bad game for Brady, but he got the job done as usual. All right. So, any surprises over the weekend? No?
I think everything pretty much played out how we thought they were. I think that one surprise, it's really not a surprise, but I just can't figure out why Atlanta continues to fall. They have a lead, and then they squander the lead and just cannot continue to just keep their foot on the gas.
It's a curse.
So,
yeah, the big surprise would probably be the Jets getting their win in overtime.
True. Over Tennessee, yeah, that's definitely the surprise.
I was kind of surprised in Chicago. I mean, Detroit's not that good, but the week before they play Baltimore down to the wire. They've played close a couple of games for some tough teams, so I was a little bit surprised I was pretty surprised that the Bears beat Detroit by 10, but
it's a division game. The Browns, the Lions. I feel like they only played the Ravens close, as we talked about earlier. Because the Ravens is coming off of that Monday night game against the Chiefs. Was it Sunday night game against the Chiefs?
A little bit of a hangover.
Morale's high. Quarterback's kind of banged up. Team's banged up. So like you got this past weekend. Well, that's the Lions, but the Lions, and then it took a field goal for them to beat the Lions. But the Lions, as Coach Niebuiter says, they gonna keep fighting, keep biting, and getting back up. So that's what they did, and they bit to the very end. and Justin Tucker had 66 yards to say about it. So, I mean, they could be a tough out. Even if they lose every game, it might be tough. Hopefully we smoke them. We got them next week. Hopefully they lunch meat.
Yeah, probably the biggest surprises over the weekend. Well, not surprised, but in news and injuries. You know, Jimmy Garoppolo hurts his calf. They think he could play on Sunday this coming week. So Trey Lance takes over the second half. Looks okay. You know, Seahawks defense isn't that great. So they made the game kind of close. So we'll watch and see if Trey will be given the start coming up Sunday.
Preparation, it might have went different.
Teddy Bridgewater had a concussion in Denver. Dalvin only had like 9 carries. So I don't know if he's
missed
quite back to full health.
4 straight series or 4 to 6 straight series.
So I was wondering if he aggravated.
Yeah, no, they showed it on our replay. He re-aggravated his ankle and had to sit for a little bit, and that kind of stalled our offense out. We go as he go.
Yep, that's right. Well, in the other big news, Tom Brady breaking Drew Brees' passing yards record.
Yes, sir. 80,000 yards, 80,563 yards is just mind-blowing, man.
How many yards?
80,560.
80,560 times 3. That's almost 46 miles. So for whatever that's worth.
He's racking those yards up, and he's still doing it on a pretty much a high pace right now. It don't seem like he's going to slow down. He didn't throw as much as he usually does.
Yep.
This past week, I don't know if it was the New England defense.
He didn't complete as much as he usually does.
I thought that was what it was too. You know, he's back in his element of New England and just was going out there trying to get the dub, not trying to show the fans what they missing anymore, but still got the win no matter what.
Yes, that he did. That's what he does is win. It was and it was a little wet and rainy there, so game plan changes, run the ball a little bit more, and it was tight and physical. So, speaking of ballers, Tom Brady does nothing but ball out. So, let's discuss our ballers of the week.
Yes, sir.
Who you guys think? Who's your baller of the week?
I'm gonna start with it. What you pulling up first?
So on my baller of the week, I had Kyler Murray, who stepped out and had a phenomenal game against L.A.
Gotcha.
Did 24 for 32 for 268 yards, 2 touchdowns. He had 6 carries for 39 yards. Was sacked 3 times for negative 19 yards. But it was just the way that he was able to elude the pressure that he was getting from, Aaron Donald and the rest of the cast on the front line, and is then still able to kind of not really give it to, drawing a blank right now with the corner.
Jalen Ramsey.
Ramsey. Didn't throw any interceptions to us that way. And, hey, he got the win in L.A. So people still asking, are the Cardinals for real? The defense is holding strong. The offense is putting up points. So they're heading in the right direction. So I have to say my man Kyler Murray definitely balled out this weekend.
I'll give you that.
I don't think that's debatable either.
No, he got the job done. You put your cape on for him last week, and he came through with his cape. Got the job. Big win. Out of bitterness of week 2, I wanted the Rams to just mollywop them. I'm like, they ain't gonna get exposed. I'm on the internet. Y'all tripping. Maybe because we the outside, maybe we're better than people thought too. But we lost, so who cares? Missed the field goal, whatever. But they played the Rams. I thought, and the Rams was coming off of the Bucks win. I thought they was about to just go in there, but kind of like the Ravens. Coming off that Chiefs win, the Rams coming off that Bucks win, but they win in that game and got steamrolled. Cardinals, Kyler Murray, hey, salute Kyler, bro. He's doing his thing. He's definitely doing it for the little people. So I'll give him that. But I really wanted the Rams to mollywop him. Just smash them. It didn't work. It didn't work.
Nope.
Not at all.
Nope. I don't know where Jalen Ramsey wasn't locking up. No, but where was the number 1 corner? Where is his number 1 D tackle now?
Ramsey on
Aaron Donald. Did he play? Or was his rib still broke? I'm confused. Like, where was the man?
And I think McVay's been moving around. I don't think he's using him quite as much as just Ramsey's going to lock up one guy. I think they're switching side of the fields, bracketing, all that sort of thing. So I think he's moving around the field quite a bit.
They missed them safeties that left.
But all right, Jer.
All right, so my
Lay it on me.
baller of the week is Mr. Eat Up himself. Shout out to my Buckeye, Ezekiel Elliott. And I got to see a championship from that guy off the strength of his legs. And he finally tapped into that Zeke, and it's been a minute. It's been a couple of years since we've seen Zeke be Zeke. 20 carries, 143 yards, and a touchdown. And he probably should have had another touchdown that he just probably ain't had the gas to finish that run. But that boy's cold. It's about time. Dak did his thing, but they go as the run game go. Now I watch a lot of Undisputed. This ain't a plug for Undisputed, but the Dallas Cowboys are 27-0 when they run more than they pass. So if they keep that up, maybe we're going to have to start taking the Cowboys serious. And America's team could be America's team again. Oh, my goodness, that graphic looks sweet. But Trayvon Diggs had a big game, 2 picks. He's leading the league in interceptions right now. He got 5 picks in 4 weeks. That's just crazy. Randy Gregory's gonna do his thing. Who else they got? That's defensive rookie of the year. Most likely Micah Parsons is handling that defense. So the Cowboys is looking good. If Zeke could keep it up, they got Pollard. And all of that debate of who's better, man. We know Zeke is better, but Zeke can't. He's not that ground and pound back no more. So he's not the number one. They got a dual backfield, and it's cool. But
Pollard had 10 carries for 67 yards.
Yeah.
Zeke averaged 7 yards a carry. Tony Pollard averaged 6.7. Dak had 4 carries for 35 yards. So, they ran the ball efficiently against that Carolina defense.
And that was coming in the number 1 D, and they couldn't get it done. But we'll see who I'm caping for.
Who bought out for you, Ryan?
Right. No questions about it. Y'all saw it. Everybody saw the highlights. Tyreek Hill torching that Philadelphia Eagles defense. He had 12 targets, 11 catches, $186, 3 touchdowns. The dude just makes it look easy.
Yeah, I wrote down 9 first downs.
9 first downs as well. So we all know how important first downs are to moving the chains, keeping the offense going, keeping that momentum going. Big play threat.
He got 9 first downs on it. 11. 9 out of 11 of his catches were first down.
He just gets it done. So a very, very unique talent. Averaged almost 17 yards a catch.
That
40,
boy's getting
44
colder
was
and
his
colder
long.
and colder.
He's
and
got that big play potential anytime you can rip
with
one
that
off
big
for 40
play
yards.
quarterback, man, they scary. It's crazy that right now they last place, but we gonna see how if that defense can't turn it around, if they don't wake up at some point, it might be slow for them because no matter how good that offense is, it's not gonna get the job done.
Nope.
And that conference seems to be the AFC West seems to be legit, and the Chargers have found them one. And they was already building that defense. They had the ends. They're healthy. If Derwin James could finish the year, he had a pick over the weekend. If he could finish the year healthy, they're serious.
Yep.
Well, they definitely got a test coming up Sunday. They play Sunday night against the Buffalo Bills, and as I stated earlier, they've already had 2 shutouts in back-to-back weeks.
I got the Bills.
So the Chiefs are definitely going to have to put out their best A game. We're going to see if Kelsey can come alive, Pringle, Hardman, and definitely, Mr. Patrick Mahomes, and make sure that team can still do what they've been doing. And definitely got to figure out how to stop Tyreek Hill. Ravens did something as far as stopping them because they did lose that game, but it's easier said than done. So stay tuned for a big game, like I said, Sunday against the Bills.
All right, and that's a lovely segue. Speaking of the Chiefs, well, let's get into That's Debatable's Power 10 rankings.
All righty.
And like I said with the Chiefs, so you kick it off with number 10 and Will Ward's That Debatable's Power Rankings.
So at number 10, I do have the Chiefs. They got that win over Philly, 42-30. Patrick Mahomes came the 4th quarterback in the Super Bowl era with 3 touchdown passes in each of his first 4 games.
Yikes.
At number 9, I got Baltimore, who defeated Denver 23-7. First regular season road win in Denver since 2001 in Week 3. So the Baltimore came into Denver, didn't look like they were shook up at all. Lamar Jackson still is on fire, and like I said, they first win.
Are
in
y'all
Denver.
hip of what's the coach of the Broncos, Vic Fangio?
Yep.
Complaining about hardball going for the record to tie the record, like 43 games or something crazy like
Yeah,
that.
with 100 rushing yards.
Yeah, I don't understand why they mad at that. Like, I mean, you fam, if you wanted to stop them from getting that record, you should never let them get close to 100. How about that? Shut down the run.
That's kind of that old,
Yeah.
if you want somebody to stop running up the score, stop them. So,
Yeah, that's right.
and a little bit of that, the gentleman code of conduct at the end of the game. You don't want players getting hurt.
Man.
There's that side
You
of the
gotta
argument
understand
as
that.
well of, just take a knee. It's a game over, whatever. But,
I mean, if they didn't want nobody to get hurt, they should have just let Lamar go crazy.
right.
Let him just run. Can keep running. Oh, they're not gonna tackle me. I'm gonna just score.
I've heard a little bit of those arguments as well. I'm with you guys. Like, if you don't want them getting that record, stop them. I mean,
Yeah, because
the
I'm not
game.
mad at them for going for that record.
Right.
But my fault.
Hey, that's debatable. Like you said, you got to stop them though.
that's right.
So at number 8, even though they fail, I still got the Rams at number 8. This
still
was
tough.
the first time they allowed in 17 games they allowed more than 30 points. So that defense definitely took a shot this past week. But we'll see if they'll be able to bounce back coming up.
To the first time or the second time?
The first time in 17 games that they allowed more than 30 points.
Dang.
At number 7, we got America's team. Shout out to my moms and pops, both Cowboy fans. But they got a win over Carolina.
How about them Cowboys?
They 10-3 all times against Carolina. So they steady. We already said, Zeke is back. Dak is looking great. Maury Cooper is showing up. Defense is looking phenomenal. So they're going to keep on rolling in that NFC lease. Hey, you get a couple easy dubs there anyways. So at number 6, we got the L.A. Chargers. And Justin Herbert became the first quarterback since 1950 to reach 500 completions in his first 20 starts. So
Wait, give me that stat again.
500 completions in his first 20 starts. First since 1950.
25 completions a game through 20 games.
You do
pretty
the
good.
math, man. He's lighting it up. And this is what, second, third season? I can't remember if it's
This is just his second, right?
It's the second year. No, last year he won Rookie of the Year over my guy.
So watch out for those Chargers. They definitely alive. I didn't give them enough credit when we did our early predictions. I had them going 5-12, losing the first about 6 games. I was definitely wrong. You won't hear me say that much. Hey, 13-4, say no more though. So at number 5, got Green Bay. Shout out to my man Adam Dell. Green Bay got a win against the Squillers. First win versus Pittsburgh since in 1995, week 17. They had lost their previously 5 games to the Squillers.
So sick of the
So at number 4, I got one of the hottest teams in Ohio right now. They got a dub against the Vikings, 14-7. Well, a lot of offense in that game, good defensive game. But
great defensive game.
it
on
was.
both
Give
sides.
both credit where credit is due.
Stop killing my quarterback. You hate him.
No respect for Cousins right now, but we'll argue about that one.
Dude been balling. First pick, 226 passes. But
This
shout
is
out to the Browns. I think highly of the Browns. So, I had this written down as a loss. Everybody know my issues is week 1 and 2. So, we should be 3-1 right now. And 1-3 kind of stinks. But
Not leaving it alone, man.
Dude,
I'm not, bro.
holds a grudge, man.
I got to stick to my guns, and that's just. But the Browns' losses is the Browns. It is what it is.
The Browns starting off
Salute to
2
the
straight
Browns.
seasons 3-1 for the first time since 93 to 95
Nice.
seasons. So 3-1 is starting off. They starting off hot. We're gonna see if they keep rolling.
95. You know how old I was
That'd
in
have been
93 to
the
95.
Belichick. Yeah, was he the head
Yeah,
coach then?
That was
around
that
that
was-
time.
that was his last few years.
The 95 year was the year before they got shipped off, I believe, or was
Yeah,
that?
95, I think.
So
All right.
at number 3, we got Tom Brady and the Buccaneers defeated the Pats 19-17. Brady became the 4th quarterback in NFL history to beat all 32 teams. He joins names of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, and Drew Brees himself. So shout out to Brady. Hey, you got to be called the GOAT now. 7 rings. I got to give respect. I don't do it because of the team up north, but he's done his thing in the NFL. So
What team up north?
That only one team up north, man.
All right.
What, he went to East Lansing?
So number 2, we got the Buffalo Bills, who's looking phenomenal. That defense is looking hot. This was their second largest win in franchise history.
Josh Allen.
Josh Allen is looking crazy.
Just show up in the big ones.
Got
Big
Diggs
game
over
Monday
there,
night.
digging it out.
Yes, sir.
And right now, it ain't too much things that nobody can stop their offense, and the defense is making sure that nobody's putting up any points. So 2 straight games, goose eggs, they still rolling. And at number 1, my player of the week went to Kyler Murray, and I got that hot cards team, that toaster, in Scottsdale, Arizona. The Cardinals, number 1 on my list for this week. They've put up 30 points, 400 yards in each game of this season. So 30-plus points.
They put up how many yards?
Over
400?
400-plus yards
On the
in
Rams?
each game.
What?
Yeah, man.
Oh, my God.
And if it was each game this season, they had to put it up against the Vikings. But, I mean, that's an asterisk
He
win.
threw
I
2
believe.
picks against the Vikings, and a pick 6. Like, you should lose a touchdown. I always feel like a pick 6 should minus a touchdown from the quarterback. Like, you threw a touchdown to the other team, fam.
Still got the dub, though.
Gregory Joseph is why they got the dub, not because of Kyler Murray and his legs.
Right now, they're 4-0.
They won off the strength of my kicker's leg, and that wasn't a strong leg at all.
And that's debatable, though. But 4-0.
But one,
number
okay.
1
All right, let
in
me
that
see.
NFC West.
I like them. I don't like them at 1. I would put them at 4. Make it respectable. Who you got at 2?
Number 2, I got the Bills.
I will put the Bills at 2.
Bucks at 3.
Bucks stay at 3.
Browns?
No, Bills go to 1. Bucks go to 3. Bucks go to 2. Browns go to 3. Then move them to 4. And I really need you to start putting some respect on the Ravens.
Ravens got to come out and show a little bit more.
The Broncos was undefeated.
They was. I put respect on them. They had to climb back into the top 10 countdown.
You had them in the 10 last week.
They lost.
I'm telling you,
almost
you dropped
lost
them.
They did because they was over there playing Detroit. They played Detroit, and we saying it was a hangover. But I mean, you a top tier team in Detroit. Nobody's putting no respect on Detroit.
So, not even them. They thought it was gonna be a cakewalk, and then they woke up and seen somebody was biting at
And
their
they had to
ankles.
kick an NFL record 66-yard field goal to win against Detroit.
Go! Shout out Justin Tucker, a kicker that could do more than his job. Like, we don't even pay you for a 66. So you got it done.
I put respect on them. They back inside of the top 10.
That should be switch the Ravens and the Cowboys.
I can do that. But at the same time, the Cowboys, they rolling right now. And then they've been playing top tier teams. Carolina was the number 1 ranked defense.
Okay, so do you believe in that number 1 D?
Asterisks, I do some things, but at the same time, stats don't lie.
Like, because they played the Jets, the Panthers. Like, just to play devil's advocate, I also got my cape up for the Panthers. Shh. But just to play devil's advocate right here, they're not a real team. And then the only legit team that the Cowboys actually beat is the Chargers.
These are NFL teams. Each team has the same amount of talent.
No,
that they get the same amount of draft picks. Some of them, not really.
They don't get the same position.
amount of draft
They don't get the
picks.
same order, and no, they don't get the same amount.
They don't. But they got the same amount of, put the pants on the same way. And this is the NFL. If you want to crown them, But at the same time, you just got to continue to come out there every single week. So sometimes Detroit may get a win this year. We don't know.
Yeah, I had
Probably be against one of the Minnesota teams. I don't know. They played them twice. Minnesota is looking 1-3, 0-4 for the Lions.
We're not looking suspect. All right, we got a tough 1-3.
That first game was tough. I do give you that.
The game it literally came down to a 37-yard field goal.
The same way that the Ravens came for a 66-yard field goal.
Their kicker got the job done. Kirk Cousins did what Lamar Jackson did. Well, except he drove them closer. And 37 wasn't close enough. Like, I don't know what you need to do, fam.
Hey, but that's my top 10.
I like it. Just move them to 4. Move everybody that's at 4 up. Switch the Cardinals. Switch the Ravens and the Cowboys, and your list is perfect.
Well, fair enough. There you have it. That's the debate, guys. That brings us to certain questions like, are the Cardinals for real? Jeremiah, you got a little. Let's play a little cap or cape.
I think they cap,
For example, if they're real, they're wearing that Superman cape like the Cardinals are 4-0.
Yeah.
If it was a fake, if they were fake, like the Broncos 3-0 or the Raiders 3-0, they were wearing a cap after that 3-0 record.
Yeah.
Because they were kind of pretenders. They were wearing that pretender to the crown kind of cap sort of thing.
Yeah.
Is that what you're after?
Yeah.
So we'll start it off.
It's a couple cappers around the NFL. So you got some cappers. It's a top of the. You got a capper at the top of the AFC North. In the Bengals, you got a capper at the top of the. No. The Chargers is for real. So like you said, Raiders lost. The Cardinals actually might not be capped. Now they should have a blemish on their record. They don't. Undefeated, it's spotless, and they play some real teams in his first 4 games at the quarter mark. I do like Kyler Murray; he's electrifying, and he on every game but week 2, he's actually not throwing a lot of turnovers. He's just making plays, and he's making it happen. After what the Rams did to the Bucs last week, everybody thought highly of the Rams, and the Cardinals came in and shut it down. So, me as a Vikings fan, I feel like they capped, but if you want me to be a Buck, nah, they for real. And they made all the right moves in the offseason to really get the job done. Chandler Jones is a beast. You know, A.J. Green got his first touchdown as a Cardinal over the weekend. Your former Bengal. Hop Nuke is still number 1 to me. Connor's not playing around. And if Cliff Kingsbury can keep making the right play calls during the right times, where they got something for real. Just keep getting better each week. That week 2 was a test, and they got to prevail. So, and they had their first division game, and everybody's really talking big about the Rams. So they got the job done. So they're not capped. They cape.
Agreed.
That's the real analysis. The fan in me know, man, forget the Cardinals, man. We should have beat them. It's that simple.
Who's the next one? Will, you got one?
Let's see here. Let's go down the list. So, I'm trying to figure out, are those Cowboys, are they cap or they cape? And I want to say they may be cape because if you have that defense that's standing up, as we already said, they've had interceptions come. They've had turnovers more than they've had before. And Zeke and Dak, they're definitely standing up.
I think they're leading the league in turnovers, like as a team defensively right now.
I believe that's right.
Yeah. I said,
so is it real? Like I said, that NFC East, that division automatically gives you at least 6 wins.
I wish I had their schedule on hand. I mean, I would have to look for it. But the Cowboys, they haven't. The only true team that they actually beat was the Chargers. And they lost to the Bucs week 1, but they played them close. And Dak had a good game, but he also threw for like 50.
So the first game they lost to the Buccaneers the first week.
Right.
Then they beat the Chargers. You coming off a win to Philly. Then you beat the number 1 defense in Carolina. So then look, it's like I said. Then you got to go. You play
Jameis Winston.
New York.
Right.
No,
That's
got
a
New
dub.
York.
That's a dub. So they're gonna be.
Now
4-1.
you got New England. Now you
got
a bye week.
That could be a loss though. New England is a tough out, and they could get the job done. But I could see the Cowboys winning that game, going to their bye, whatever, and they're gonna come out
to Minnesota.
They bye is after Minnesota.
No, they have a bye then Minnesota.
In Minnesota, they're gonna lose to Minnesota. No.
So you got Denver.
By that time, because that's gonna be a must win for us. So
that schedule is almost favoring them a little bit. Like I said, definitely because they got the NFC East with the Washington football teams 2 times in the last
football team is hurting
5
me.
games.
Football team is hurting me. I did put my cape on for them, but man, I thought they was gonna be better. Why did I think they was gonna be better? I don't know.
Viewers, please tune in or please put it in the chat whether you feel it's cap meaning
big cap. I know that ain't somebody with the Cardinals logo talking.
Cap meaning the record is fake. Cape meaning it's actually authentic. It's actually a Superman's cape. So whichever one it is, let us know. Chime in, please.
I'll bring you in with the real deal. Green Bay Packers, I don't like saying it. I'm a 49ers fan, but they look like the beast to be reckoned with in the NFC. They're 3-0 after that. We're just going to skip week 1. That Saints debacle, don't worry about that. Green Bay is hot. They're 3-0. They're rolling. Offensive line's looking good. Defense will come together, I think.
No.
Rodgers has got the mojo going. Their schedule, the next 3 games, they go at Cincinnati,
Dub.
which should be a tough game. Then they go
I'm rooting
at
for Cincy,
Chicago.
though.
Then they got Washington. So they got 3 winnable games in a row. They could be looking at 6-1 heading into Arizona. So they've got a decent schedule coming up in this month. They're just going to keep rolling. Green Bay, I hate to say it, but they are the real deal. Look out.
So at the beginning of when we had our
that's cap.
predictions, we were saying that a lot of stuff was going to ride on the shoulders of Aaron Rodgers. Remember they were saying he may not play. It was going to be Jordan Love's team.
Right.
So
he
whatever
was gonna
happened
play.
with all that debacle, and after their Week 1 loss to the Saints, like, is this team for real now?
No.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, you got a strong run game going on right now.
What are we seeing different than any other year with the Packers?
It's nothing different, but I mean that.
Well,
that
we're
team,
we're looking at an NFC Championship team. I mean,
To
what do you
get
want?
mollywopped in the NFC Championship by the other team, then
That's
not debatable because that's true. 1-4 in their last in his 4.
correct.
Yeah. So
But considering the beginning of the season where they're going to be in disarray and this and that and whose team is it and does Aaron Rodgers still have it in him and can he play?
I mean,
I think it's pretty obvious.
Baller goes to Eckler.
He's got no.
That's
I bet that was JoJo. I guarantee that was
100%
JoJo chiming in.
yeah.
He's got Eckler on his fantasy team, and he did some stomping over the weekend. So shout out JoJo.
You know, not the real deal though.
I'm still mad I lost you week 1. So
Eckler
Eckler's a beast.
had me losing the week 4 matchup. That was the last person on my opponent's team, and Eckler came out and did what he was supposed to do, man. But I was hoping, and he went out earlier in that game and was actually limping for a hot second, but he came back and just tore the whole field up. And the Raiders, I don't know if their defense. I fell asleep on the game, and obviously the Raiders
They
defense fell
cap.
asleep too.
The Raiders' record was cap.
For sure.
Big cap.
Them and the
Big
Broncos,
cap.
I feel like. Those
Broncos
empty
will
3
be a
and
tough
O's.
out though because their defense is not cap.
Yep.
Their defense got a cap.
Defense for real.
And that's why they got Teddy just to manage the game. But they're not no real contender. So, but that defense, but the Raiders though, they was really. I mean, their cars looking like the MVP. That's cool. That's kind of depends on where you rank in MVPs. But just to say he looks like MVP, I guess early is early. 3-0. I don't even think the Raiders. Their biggest win was the Ravens, I believe, and that was week 1, right? Right. Monday night, week 1, I believe.
What?
Ravens. I think that's their biggest win of the season. So
Yeah,
I
week
got
1.
them capping. Yeah, they big cap. Raiders is big cap.
Yep.
Sorry, brother and pops.
But
but
yeah,
they're
I'd
cap.
put a little bit. Yeah, there's a little bit of Denver's defense is good. They can get to a fit. You know,
I like
I'm with you
Surtain.
there.
I like the 2 ends. so,
Raiders got an empty 3-0. But
yeah. Empty calorie 3-0.
empty calorie 3-0. There
They
you
just
go.
got the job done. So Bills are the Bills for real?
I got a flip side for you on the cap and cape, but yes, the Bills are for real. Their strength of schedule has been kind of weak, but the Bills are the real deal. On the flip side of this cap or cape, are you buying that the Steelers are 1-3 and going to continue? You know, they're trending towards what, 4 or 5 wins? Do you think the Steelers finish with less than 6 wins? Do they just continue this poor performance throughout the year? Are you buying that as just a bad team?
If they don't make the proper changes at quarterback, yeah. I did have them coming in last in that division. So actually, I'm lying. I had them coming in 3rd. Actually, no, I am also lying. I had them coming in 2nd.
So
that was wrong.
They're just going to
I'm
ride out
I'm
Big
gonna
Ben.
redo my playoffs.
There's
but
no way.
But there's no way they're coming in last in that division.
They look bad.
like the Bengals and the Steelers is gonna be competing for the 3rd spot. We gonna see. We
There's no way.
like because you're right. Y'all got the 3rd spot locked in. So we gonna so we go see.
Come on, man.
We go see
It's
how.
dirty like that.
Oh man, listen, man. I just think the Ravens and the Browns is for real, and so I can't. If the Bengals want to swim in there for real, well, when the Battle of Ohio happens,
We're talking about Steelers.
we're talking about the Steelers. No, they're cappers. No, they're going to keep this up. They 11-0 was cap. If this show existed last
12-0,
year,
yeah.
no, they went 11 and lost. They went 11-1.
Well, all right, whatever.
Either way, but
yeah.
that was cap, and then from that loss on,
Yeah.
their record is probably super trash.
That's a good. What are they? 3 and
including the loss to the Browns in the playoffs after beating them in the last week.
They lost to Cincinnati twice in that span.
Yep.
They did.
And with a third-string quarterback.
That's a good question. What is their record over the last 10 games or whenever that streak was snapped?
Definitely weak.
7
I don't.
games,
Definitely. You know, I'm not. They're
until
the way.
until they fix that quarterback situation because Big Ben's done.
And the crazy part about it is they're not even. There's the backup quarterback is who is it?
Isn't it still
Right
Mason?
now is it
Mason.
Yeah, it's still Rudolph. Yeah, it's still
Yeah,
Rudolph.
Mason Rudolph.
You know,
But my guy
he took the help.
and Haskins is not even dressed. Haskins is in street clothes on the sideline.
Man, you got my dude reporting to the cops about his girl beating him up just to get a job. Like, fam,
But
it's
still,
time.
I don't know how much
Y'all
more.
ain't going back to the Super Bowl. Those dreams are over with when Jacksonville came through.
Yeah, I don't know what. I can't imagine Mason Rudolph's the answer in Pittsburgh, but
You're not getting anything from Smith-Schuster right
watching
now.
them just,
Yeah,
I'm
straight
I'm
nose
fine
dive.
with it. Like I'm
I
cool
don't have
with
a
them
distaste
just
for the Steelers, but
4-13. Bring it on. I love to see it. So, and that was kind of my other side. Is like, are you buying them being that bad?
yeah,
Yes.
that's
I'm with you.
They've
there,
been
for
that
sure.
bad.
Buy
The
more
secondary's
stock.
Been that bad.
Buy more stock in the terrible tile. The
Minka
tiles are not
Fitzpatrick's
solid.
the only bright spot.
There is
you
no
got
steel
T.J.
curtain.
Watt. I mean, yeah,
They're
they
still
have names.
They had that play called back. They said Joe Hayden jumped off sides though. That Minka play. It's going to be forgotten because it doesn't count now. Oh my God, that was beautiful. He himself blocked the kick, kept track of the ball, and scored. Like, bro, Minka's a dog. But yeah, the Steelers suck. T.J. Watt is a beast. He got paid. Shout out him.
Squealers are who we thought they were. Right. You know, if you want to crown them. I don't think you should, but they got to go up against the Broncos in Pittsburgh this week. So we'll see what happens. We'll see who shows up. I don't know who's going to be there. You know, Juju hasn't showed up. Claypool has been hurt. And the rest of the offense is kind of just looking real shaky right now. Big Ben needs to be set down before somebody takes him out. And I think that's what's going to happen. You thought that motorcycle accident was bad a few years back. It could get worse for Big Ben.
Tennessee Titans is 2-2. Are they finally done? No, they made that Julio trade, and there was a lot of hype surrounding that team. Coming off of what Derrick Henry, MVP candidate.
They'll still win the division. So.
Yeah, so they're gonna make the playoffs, but first round exit, wild card exit.
Nah, I think they'll be just fine.
Just keep on keeping on.
Yeah, their playoff formula is run the ball. So as long as Henry stays fine, it's all on Henry. So.
And this past week, you had them
and
against the Jets.
They should be 3-1. So I mean, Tennessee's fine. The win the division is the thing, and wild card tough matchup going into Tennessee against that run game. I mean,
yeah, AJ
it's
Brown
just a tough matchup, and Vrabel
Julio
seems to be a decent coach too, and both of them were out. So yeah, they're just fine.
Okay.
Let's see. Will, you just said Pittsburgh's got Denver coming up. Let's take us into the Week 5 schedule. Titans got the Jags.
So starting off on Thursday.
Lead us off. Yeah, who we got?
Starting off on
Big
Thursday, you
Thursday
got
night
Rams against the Seahawks. Let's all go. We're going to go through this list, make a couple picks, and it's already some kids' bedtime, so we're going to wrap it up here soon. So Rams against Seahawks, who you guys taking?
I got the Rams.
You going to go with the Rams?
I didn't want.
I'll take the Rams.
I didn't want to pick the Rams, but
it's at the Seahawks, and I think the 12th man and the Rams are still lingering off of that victory off of our loss to Arizona. I think I'm gonna ride with Russ and say the Seahawks can take care of business.
So they lost to the new Russ, and now they're gonna lose to the old Russ because Kyler Murray's like favorite wrestler.
Touche.
There you go.
So, next game, you got the Jets and the Falcons taking it across the sea to London. That's a tank game, but who you guys going to ride with?
Both of those are one of my brother's teams, and I'm going to go with Jets, Jets.
All right.
In the loss in London, Falcons get the dub.
Oh, nice.
I'll take the Jets 2 in a row.
Jets.
Rams by 13. I can see that.
I think they finally going to keep the foot on the gas. ATL gets this one in the dub.
Okay.
Yeah. Got ATL.
All right, next one.
But they lost last week.
Got the Eagles going into the Panthers.
I'm caping for the Panthers, so I got the Panthers. I got the Panthers.
All right.
I'll take Carolina.
Carolina. All right, we take Carolina and sweep on that one.
Yeah.
All right, next up, Saints against the football team. Can either one of these teams bounce back? Because they've both been looking pretty scary here lately.
Football team won last week.
Well,
They
against
beat Atlanta,
Atlanta.
but they still like barely had to. They had to scrape and beat Atlanta. Scary Terry is looking very nice.
I'll take the football team.
So is every Terry a scary Terry?
Saints
Who
are-
run out?
yep.
Like, I'm, like
Yeah.
you see what you did, Rozier? And then you got yourself traded.
Who you rolling with, Washington or the Saints?
I got the football team. I hate the Saints.
Nobody want to roll with Jameis and the boys.
Shout out Jameis, but I hate the Saints.
Going with the football team. Titans. Hey, since we right here on the Jags, man, you got the clip for me? Right here
for the clip. I still ain't seen it.
Oh, no. Give me a sec.
All right, so we can talk about it on the clip.
we
Gotta come
we
back.
Urban. Urban had to come to Cincinnati, and he honestly was
Shoulda won.
shaken up after the loss.
He is so shaken up.
He sent the team back to Jacksonville without him, and he came up here. He got a nice little pub house in Dublin, and he went over to the pub house, had a couple of pubs, and after that, hey,
It looked like he's trying not to be caught. Bro, what is Herbs doing?
One more time, man. One
bro,
more time.
You got me messed up, bro.
Yes,
And you left my school for that, bro. Look at this.
Let me see if I can get it.
Somebody come look at this. Get out the bowl. Hey. Get out the bowl. Bro, this guy.
That's what happens when you come into
Urban
Cincinnati and it doesn't go
Meyer,
your way.
fam.
Unfortunately, Urban, I mean, you got to remember
Urban
that
got
there's
me
cameras
crying.
everywhere.
Oh my God. Urban has me crying, bro. I'm so weak.
But let's
It
see.
don't even matter, bro. I'm gonna pull this up on myself.
You got the Titans versus the Jags. The defeated Jags who have not won a game, and you're going home under the scrutiny of.
Is he trying to like play? Okay, we ain't cussing. So like, is he getting like you on your Donald Trump? You on your Donald Trump stuff? Like, bro, you figure it out.
I don't know what he's doing, but hey, Urban was a little.
You lucky you got me a championship. I want to kill you like my man's did.
So you gonna go
Bro,
with the
you
Titans?
got me messed up.
The
I
strong
don't know if
run
I
game
like
of
Ryan
Derrick
Day.
Henry?
I don't know if I like Ryan Day, and you got Herbs doing this, bro.
I'm taking Tennessee.
Man, me too.
Tennessee all the
Bro,
cross
not
and if them-
ridiculous.
and I'm gonna really be heated if them USC rumors, since the topic is that if them USC rumors is true, bro, Urban Meyer, bro, we gonna have to like shoot the ones or something, bro. Bro, come on, fam. You left us high and dry because your man's got caught up whooping on, doing some of the stuff he shouldn't have been doing. Assistant coach, doing this, that, and the third. You knew about it and you ain't say nothing. I don't even think that's his job to say something. That's their business. Like, hey, you do that to your woman, you a weak dude for that, but that's their business. We supposed to just go tell yo, my man's. Anyway, you left us for that with the, he had heart issues. Well, fam, I thought your heart hurt. Your heart looked fine right there. It looked like he was trying to get something else working.
Hey, he was reaching for his legs on that one. Urban was almost
man,
down. He was trying to make sure his legs.
He
I
taking that
believe
pink horsepower. Shout out Cam Brown.
It goes do a different way once your heart stop working. I don't know, but hey, we're gonna move on. Urban, you don't have a fan of my man Bays.
You got a fan. You got my team a championship. I can't forget that. But bro, you got me hard, bro.
I don't even know if we need to ask this next one who Bays is going for.
Man, yeah, man.
You got Vikings versus the Lions.
I got Minnesota in the 3 straight home games. We won,
I'm taking Minnesota as
1-1.
well.
and I'm not.
In my heart, I want to give my heart to the Lions just because they have some courage. The same way they have the courage in the Wizard of Oz. I don't think I'm going to do it, though. You know what I mean? You're going to be in Minnesota. I'm going to ride with the Vikings, too. I can't do it, man. I had to go on 0-17, so that was the reason.
Nah, man.
But watch out for a spoiler. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we're just gonna keep.
We can go to a commercial real quick.
Nah, we ain't. What time
So-
is it? It's already about to be school. About to finish this up.
Real
Put in
quick,
my Cape
we got Steelers against the Broncos. I'm going with the Broncos.
Steelers bounce back
Steelers bounce back in your book.
because I think the Broncos is more cap. You know what?
Of course, I'm going with the home team.
It depends on what's going on with Teddy though. Because if it's Drew Lock, then I got the Steelers. Drew Lock is not going to do nothing against Minka and them. But if it's Teddy's going to make the right play. I could see them winning that game with that defense. But the Packers won that game, but Big Ben missed some plays that could have made that a whole different game. Like I don't know how many. We talk about Baker missing OBJ. Big Ben was missing Juju a lot. Like,
He
bro,
did miss a lot.
What, on 2 touchdown passes. That like one of them I think could have tied the game. Like it was supposed to be back and forth, but then the Packers just
You know, one thing people are not really talking about, and the Steelers have been notorious for having a really strong run game. And I don't know where Najee Harris has been in all of this.
he's been making plays.
But he's been making plays, but it hasn't been enough to get his team over the hump, to help a struggling pass game.
They don't got that line either.
And I know that they lost Pouncey. They lost a center. I believe they had somebody that just went down over this past week. But I want to go with the Steelers, but I just don't know how much that offense can produce. So it's going to be one of those toss-up games.
I got an asterisk on that game because if it's Teddy B, the Broncos. But if it's Drew Lock, nah, I'm not taking. I can't.
So we put an asterisk on the side of that game.
Packers at Bengals. I don't want to team up with either of these sides, but. Come on, Bengals, I need you. Do it for Ohio. I got y'all in this one time. I should go to this game because I'm such a fan of football. And since the Bengals ain't really that yet, they tickets are still very affordable. So, yeah.
All right, so you only missed one game, right? Broncos against the Steelers.
Now, what I was telling him was that.
See, I'm being safe and repping at the same time.
Yeah, you are. You 40 whiner.
I'm
40 whiner.
I'm taking Pittsburgh actually against the Broncos, despite all the trash I just talked on Pittsburgh.
I had an asterisk because if it's Drew Lock, I got Pittsburgh. But if it's Teddy B, I got the Broncos.
All right.
So
I don't trust Drew at all.
Bengals against the Packers.
I got Cincy. And you know what's
Green Bay.
Oh, man.
We'll keep it rolling, man. Cowboys against the Giants.
13-4, say no more.
There it is.
Boys, easy.
I need you to get that dub, but
Cowboys
I don't think
should
I really think the Packers is going to win, but we going to go with Cincy.
I like it.
I don't care.
Jared, who you got? Cowboys, Giants.
I got the Cowboys. Easy, Cowboys.
Will?
Cowboys all the way across the board on that one. Niners against the Cardinals at Arizona.
I got the Niners. A full week of preparation with Trey Lance. I got the Niners.
I'm taking Arizona.
Ooh, that's a real one right there.
That's going to be a big game.
I'm going
Arizona.
Arizona
If
too.
Arizona can make back-to-back statements against the NFC West, that'd be huge.
Yep.
But a full week of Trey Lance, I don't believe in Jimmy G's calf. He always sits out, but since Trey Lance is there, who knows? He might lose. It's easy to sit out when you got beat hard. I mean, Bether. It's spelled like beat hard, people. Come on.
He's not with them anymore.
I know. I'm just saying, but
gotcha.
when it's Bethard at the quarterback helm, you might take your time to come back. But if Trey Lance get that spot, Jimmy G might never see that again.
Yep.
And if Trey Lance ball, Jimmy G will never see that again. So it all depends on what they do. But I feel like a full week of Trey Lance, Cardinals finally take their their first loss because in my mind, they lost week 2.
The joke on 49ers Twitter is that Jimmy G's going to be ready so he can get hurt again on Sunday.
Yeah.
So.
All right, well, let's not joke about that.
I mean,
Let's
it's going to
just
be
get
Trey time.
I want
within
Trey
the
time.
next
I don't want
weeks.
I want Trey time. Put in Trigger.
All right.
I got Arizona on that one though.
Hey, Will, you betting against your Bengals or you
But
taking
of
the
course
Pack?
not, man. I'm right with us all the way through
Riding.
thick and thin, man.
Cool. All right.
That's
Browns.
not one of the games I had is losing though.
I got you. Browns and Chargers.
It's not.
I don't believe so. I'll go back and look against on the schedule again.
As of
right now.
So did that depend on the Aaron Rodgers rumors when we was making
That
this?
could have been, yeah. That's what I was saying earlier. I don't know how hard we was going on Aaron Rodgers without being, for the Green Bay Packers.
I mean,
right
I thought he was going to throw the season, but I could have been a little off with that one. But
16-1. Here it comes.
No, they're not going 16. They're definitely
they ain't going
losing.
to the bank.
They're going to lose to the NFC North team. That works.
Okay, here's a good one. Cleveland at L.A.
The Chargers.
The Chargers, LAC. Lack.
Herbert gets it done.
Herbert does get it done.
Straight across the board. Herbert's all the way across. Bears at the Raiders.
Carr bounced back. I could have put on my Carr cape.
Yep, I'll take Vegas as well.
Definitely got Vegas.
Willie?
That's tough, man, because, you got that Mack truck out there. Khalil Mack may put enough pressure on him. And then you got Justin Fields is coming alive a little bit. My
brother and my goddad going to that game in Vegas. He real turned up about that because they love Khalil Mack because, he was a Raider.
Put me down for the Bears,
We
man.
talking about real Raider Nation. So, I'm my brothers and them. I want my brother to see.
You taking the Raiders?
I'm
I'm
taking
going to
the
go with
Raiders.
the Bears.
You believe in Justin or you
I don't
just
believe in him. I ain't saying
You
all
just
that.
think
For this instinct,
talking about for this
they
game,
coming
yeah.
off of this loss yesterday to Herbert and the boys. I think that, the Bears had just a little bit the other day that looked promising. I don't know, but I want to just put that on spoiler alert. So you got the Texans against the Patriots.
I got the Raiders, and I want my brother and my pops to get a go. Don't fly to Vegas just to see them lose. So go ahead and win. Go ahead, turn Derek Carr and them. Turn them for your boy. Turn them for them people. I definitely got Mac Jones and them. Bill Belichick gonna get the. It's the Texans, man. I had the Texans going 1-16. I just didn't know they was gonna win in week 1. And we wrapping it up.
So what you got, Ryan? Patriots or the Texans?
New England.
Patriots all the way across. Does anybody know where Deshaun Watson is? They continue to update him as inactive
He's
for the
in
week.
somebody's parlor.
All right, we got Buccaneers versus the Dolphins.
Bucks.
Bucks.
Blowout.
Bucks all the way across.
Tom Brady
The
looks like
game
the
of the
MVP,
week right
man.
here. Bills against the Chiefs.
Bills,
Get your
baby.
money ready right here.
I'm rolling with the Bills Mafia, man.
I got the Bills because the Chiefs can't stop a nosebleed.
Man, that's tough, man. I don't really want to go against the Chiefs, but that defense that the Bills Mafia has been presenting.
Stephon Diggs have a
I'm
big.
gonna go with the Bills too. It's at the Chiefs too.
And Stephon Diggs outplays
I don't
Tyreek
know.
Hill. Stephon, the duo of Diggs and
Put me down for it. I gotta go
And
KC, man. I gotta go
Diggs
KC.
and Allen, you had them going undefeated, so you
taking
can't.
KC?
You can't.
I gotta go KC.
But they lost
Who
already.
you taking?
I'm
These are the
taking
Bills.
Buffalo,
All right.
and I think they're gonna win by at least 2 touchdowns.
Last but not least, Monday Night Football. Lamar Jackson lets. I don't even know.
I'm sorry, Lamar. I'm sorry. Every time I see the Ravens name, I'm
Who's
just
the
apologize
quarterback
to Lamar.
for
Carson
the
Wentz
coach
still.
Is it Wentz?
Yeah.
They're still walking to him.
He played, yeah. Walked him to a 1.
So you
Walked
going
him
with
to
Wentz
a
or you
win.
going with Jackson?
Walking to a win.
I'm taking Lamar all the way. Shout out Billy Mitchell. What's happening in Kansas, buddy?
Make sure you share it, Billy.
You
Baltimore.
in Kansas? All right, yeah, y'all going down in the next week, dog. This week, y'all going down. I guarantee it. Book it. Billy. You go book it, Billy. All right, so I got the Ravens. We all got the Ravens.
We all got the Ravens.
We all got the Ravens again, and I picked the Colts to. Originally, I picked the Colts to make the playoffs over the Ravens, and that's because of the injuries. So I feel like this is where somehow Lamar hears my voice, and he's like, "Yeah, we're gonna dog them out. Yeah, they're gonna dog them on Monday night. It's gonna be a dog.
Are we
Now,
on
of course,
next day?
we're gonna get the preview. Actually, we might not preview. We might be back next Tuesday. So yeah. All right, but quick cape.
cape 'em.
I am caping for the Panthers next week. The Panthers lost to the 28. Lost to Dallas 28-36. Gave up 433 total yards. 245 yards on the ground. Of course, Zeke was my baller of the week. Yeah, but the Panthers this week got Philly. I don't think highly of Philly. Maybe the Philly came out and just did their thing in week 1, and that's all it really was. But nah, Panthers come back, get back on track. They are cappers, but they are cappers, but I'm caping for them this week.
All right. Who you got, Will?
Well, I'm hoping I can bring that 5-1-3 bag back out. I got to put the cape on for the home team. Cincinnati got to come out and just show everybody that we not, just an asterisk team, not just a week 1 phenomenon, not just, a week 3 phenomenon, but we can continue to do this to make sure we go 13-4. We really don't got to say no more after that. So let's see if, my man Joe Mixon can get healthy. Jamar Chase keep doing what he's doing.
You know what?
And Joe B just continue to lead the team as ways we've been doing.
You're not going to get me on record saying this, so I'm not going to say that. I'm not putting on no cape for them. But I do want the Bengals to win.
Said enough. 13-4 train.
And my cape of the week is Big Ben Roethlisberger in Pittsburgh. I don't have any faith in you, but if Pittsburgh needs to turn it around or is going to turn it around, it's going to be on Big Ben's shoulders. You got to get some production going. You got to get that offense moving and do something. It's all on Najee Harris at the moment. So Big Ben, if there's anything left in the tank, he's got to step up to try and get Pittsburgh some wins. So that's my cape of the week.
Notable mention, quick, since we about to get off real quick, just I see it's on here. Quick shout out to Paul Gasol. He retired. Now he got 2 championships as a Laker. I am a Chicago Bulls fan. Powell did some great things for the Bulls. We just didn't win anything. He was also a supplementary prize, I think that's what it's called actually, because we were supposed to get Melo. But for what Powell did, I like what he brought to the table. And he's got
at least one Olympic medal with Spain. I remember that in 2008.
Yeah,
might have a couple more. So yeah, I was a big fan of Pau Gasol back in the day when I had my hair kind of long and beard. I looked like a big, tall, lanky dude. Liked his smooth game.
You could have been one of the Gasol brothers
for sure. Yeah,
I mean you're kind of tall, but compared to them, I guess you didn't get their height.
Not even remotely. It's like 7 foot and 6'10". So
yeah, no, I think they both.
Shout out Pau Gasol, big career.
Yeah, man.
We're going to try and be back next Monday night, back to normal, recapping the weekend, the NFL, all those good things.
They can cover against the Niners. Sorry, Ryan.
I
Possibly
think they might.
Tuesday, Monday. We're on a flex schedule right now. But
keep it live. We'll keep you posted as always.
Stay tuned. We got more NFL action. NBA's coming back. As always, you can follow me on all social media platforms.
Nets B squad blew out the Lakers B squad. I can only imagine what the A squad is going to do. So, just to throw that out there. You already know it's K season, KD. We coming back, baby. My new look Bulls. I'm going to week 1. Yeah, they always like, who are you a fan of? I don't know if you like the Clippers or if you like the Nets or if you like the Bulls. I am a Chicago Bulls fan, people, first and foremost. But Kevin Wayne Durant is my guy, MVP front runner, but I don't think he'll get it. They're gonna hate on him, so he'll get the trophy. Book it.
All bunch of hopes and dreams, but you can follow me on all social media platforms. Yeah. I'm Will Ward
Follow
on Will Ward
us.
288. Make sure you follow the That's Debatable page.
I'm Ryan Dietrich. As always, you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Ryan's Fingers. My fingers do the tweeting. You can see me there. Check us out on the Score On Air Network. Shout out the Ohio Media School. We are on campus here in Columbus, Ohio, live. So check out the Score On Air Network page is where you can find us on Facebook. Have a good night, y'all. Be safe.
Jared Bays, That's Debatable. Look him up. Thank you.
Take him out.
Yeah. Never look back. Hey, see this that?